weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
A short kick taken at the 18. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39, Stafford. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got some space here. That good for 19 on the 1st down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Alec Pierce from 13 yards out. And the Rams will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of the strike?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Sky Moore from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA! Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Throwing, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught. He hits more. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Drake. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sky Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Now we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Pollard.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as they have taken the lead.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Rams 14.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Stafford on 1st down.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's the option, running right. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw is Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even...
And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
On think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 14. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go with Drake. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Johnson's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford
across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw. Stafford.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
To the air again, Stafford.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Right back to Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. That'll be caught. It's Cup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Stafford now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Well, the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.